for it. So here it is, a set of pride dice. So first things first, I had to, figure out how I was gonna do it. So what I decided on is that I had to do one layer at a time, because if I did them all at the same time, they'd all mix together and it wouldn't look good. So, knowing that one at a time would be really, really slow and I'd never get it done, I did two at a time. So I'd mix the first color, and then I'd put it in the pressure pot and I'd let it cure for a couple of hours, and then I'd do the second color as that one is partially cured, so then they wouldn't, mix and stuff like that. So, this took me a very, 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 very long time, but I'm hoping that the end result looks good, So yeah, come back for part 2 tomorrow.
Ayo, D&D character check.
How many are there?
36. Counted them myself.
36!
It's just a ridiculous claim, honestly, overreaching, and besides, if they were real, they'd be well done.
Stand tsukai!
Huh?
Stand tsukai!
Ah, いかんぞしかい。
I got 3 looks, and that's it. You got a homeless man, a 12-year-old boy, and a hooker. And that's all I know how to do. So
The paladin has crit on an animal handling on a greater death butterfly swarm from the Tome of Beasts, and now can speak with animals. Yes.
What do y'all love?
Death! You're a minotaur? Yeah.
Your horns are just amazing.
We got the perfect lighting, okay? We got the butterfly.
You're just covered in so many butterflies.
Drink tea.
Hit it! Here we go now!
Hi, welcome to the Adjective Noun Tavern. I'm the half-elf barmaid with giant boobs for some reason. What can I get you guys to drink? We have wine, mead, ale. What's that? You want Pepsi? Well, I guess that exists now. Now, normally I would direct you right over there to Lord Questgiver McPlothook, but I see that you guys are refined adventurers, and based on the way that you reacted when the DM stumbled and said, the only other guy in the tavern is some halfling named Jeff, I assume you're going to want us to talk to Jeff for the rest of the session. You know, figure out everything about him, his wants, his fears, his hopes, his dreams, some detailed backstory the DM probably spent 4 hours on instead of, I don't know, planning a dungeon. Who would want to go to a dungeon anyway? There could be dragons in there. Anyway, just come back whenever you're free. You don't have to pay for lifestyle expenses because whenever the DM brings it up, you remind him that you can cast Fireball. Fuck me, am I right?
Oh my god, are you seriously going to do this right now? Look, I'm trying to get better, but I can't do that when every goddamn thing's about you! And why do I have to figure out why I'm like this?
Welcome to Wise Wondrous Not So Wondrous Items. How can I help you today? Today, adventurers, we're going to be talking about the Blanket of Fortitude. When someone throws this blanket with childlike wonder, as if one is trying to create a blanket fort, the blanket turns into a 5x5x5 cube tent. And I know what you're thinking, but Wally, that's not a very big tent. Well, let me tell you more about it. This particular tent is much bigger on the inside than it appears, and all the walls and furniture is made up entirely of pillows and blankets. The style of the interior, however, also depends on the personality of the user. For example, say a devout paladin was to toss this blanket, the inside looks like a cathedral. But regardless of how it's decorated on the inside the tent will always be hot cocoa, hot and ready. This tent also has 70 hit points and an AC of 14, so while it's not indestructible, given enough time, it will repair itself. And if you need more info on this item, look on places like Google or Pinterest, because Wally cannot take credit for any of these items. And remember, if you haven't voted for Wally's Wondrous Not So Wondrous gift shop, go back to my profile, find the video, and vote!
I know that as far as I can tell, you don't seem to roll that well. It really hurts like hell, but tonight you belong in jail.
And if you fall, hold my hand. Ooh, baby, it's a long way down to the bottom of the river. Hold my hand.
Pranks to pull on D&D players, part 2. Give them a ring that makes them ugly and they can't take off. Take away their calculator. If you're the DM, just randomly stop them and go, huh. Roll some dice and scribble something down, it'll freak them out. Switch out their dice for small ones. Oh, yo.
This'll be ooh, this'll be this'll be absolutely wee. This'll be nice, this'll be neat and bring you closer to me. So don't you squirm, don't you fret, I'm not gonna hurt you yet.
My least favorite class was 6th grade English. There was a test that we had to keep taking until we got a 100% on it, and it was diagramming a paragraph, and it was awful. And my least favorite race is anything bigger than a 5K.
You make me a maniac, but you don't know. Well, they be like, shit is crazy, right? That ain't your baby, no.
I like big girls, itty bitty girls, Mississippi girls, inner city girls. I like the pretty girls with a sundress.
Welcome to Quincy. So sorry about the wait. I had just finished a batch of pie flings and had to get them in the oven. So what can I get you? You've never had a pie fling. Well, let's fix that right now. These are pie flings. Basically, a miniature version of a full-grown pie. A halfling pie, if you will. So, pie flings. They go perfect with a glass of cold cocoa bean milk or a small bowl of Benjamin and Jeremiah's frosted sweet cream. Or both. Enjoy.
Welcome back to part 4 of me making big dice. I'm kind of a fool and I forgot to record opening the molds and cutting off the sprues, but I sanded down the sprues and I painted on the numbers, and here they are. I really love the way that they came out, and I like the way that the colors match together.
Put a finger down if one time during a high-stakes level 20 battle royale one-shot D&D game, you were by far the weakest character and only had 38 hit points after being hit with a meteor for the 4th time. So you check your inventory to see what you can do because you know you're not going to live to the next round, and you realize you've forgotten about your 50 bags of ball bearings and 120 bottles of alchemist fire in there. So you make a plan, check the plan with your DM, and move to a spot in the arena where most of your opponents are grouped, and then you drop the satchel and cast a 5th level shatter spell on it, causing it to explode for 120 d4 fire damage and causing difficult terrain because now there's 50,000 ball bearings everywhere, and they set you on fire if you touch them, and you deal over 300 points of damage to everyone, including yourself, but you're a half-orc, so you get up again, salute everyone, and walk backwards into the poison lake and die. And the whole plan takes 30 minutes to deal with and renders an 80-foot zone of the arena unusable for the rest of the game.
Welcome back to part 4 of making tiny dice. First, we're going to open up our molds and see how it looks. The color is beautiful on these, I love it. Then I'm going to take my pliers and cut off the sprues. Then we're going to sand it down. Then I'm going to take my paint and I'm going to paint on the numbers. And here's the final product. Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Cheers to the sweat as it drops down my balls to the ski, motherfucker. Oh, ski, goddamn.
I am the left brain, I work really hard till my inevitable death brain. You got a job to do, you better do it right. And the right way is with the left brain's might. I like Oreos and pussy.
God is keeping me up at night, 'cause I didn't mean to leave you lonely. I didn't mean to break your heart, babe. Yeah, I took for granted everything you gave. Never my intention just to walk away.
Don't wanna live as an untold story. Rather go out in a blaze of glory. I can't hear you. I don't fear you.
Here are some of the most slept on D&D resources. 2-Minute Tabletop, Free Battle Map Maker, dndguide.com, DM's Guild, it's a lot. Foundry Virtual Tabletop, it's basically Roll20 but fancier. Link in bio for more.
Hey yo, I got a D&D idea. Your next playthrough, play as you. You get your friends and like have a discussion about your stats. You won't choose your own stats, fuck you. Cause I think I'm smart, but all my friends gave me an intelligence score of 8, so you get one item from like your house, like something you actually own. You get one fucking thing. Personally, I decided to bring my solar powered, rechargeable, Bluetooth speaker and my phone, which can connect to the speaker to charge it. And then be a bard class, and then I have all my anime music on my phone. Yo, that's battle music. Just imagine playing D&D and you start playing like the Naruto intro at the beginning of a battle. Yo, you're gonna boost some stats.
Alright, where do you want to eat?
Can we get Japanese?
Sure, you have to roll for persuasion though.
Okay. Do it in the car.
Hang on, I got my phone, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
That seems reasonable.
Got my phone. What'd you roll?
16!
Yeah.
Nice! Alright, yeah, we'll go.
Okay, great.
You grab your wallet?
Why?
Because you fudged your rolls. That means you gotta pay.
Look at that goodness.
I know everything I need to know about you.
Okay.
The DM told me to look for some sort of holy weapon. I don't really even know where to start.
Hey, you looking for an unholy weapon? 'Cause I ain't got none, but I got a holy one. But you gotta roll for it.
Okay?
Ooh, this is what I have for you.
I'm not sure how this is supposed to...
What is that? No!